Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning. We are from Group 13. Will to present about four Caliph of Islam. Firstly, I want to introduce the members of this group. Firstly is me, Muhammad Arif Hakimi bin Muhammad Sukri. Second is Hasnu Hazrit bin Hasnu Hadi. Thirdly is Chiu Chang Yi. And lastly is Ahmad Daniel Hakim. Now, I would like to invite the first presenter to present his part.
Hello and good morning. My name is Hasnu Hadri. Today, I want to presenting to you about Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Okay, real name Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is Abdullah ibn Abi Quhafah at-Tamimi. And Abu Bakr Abdullah ibn Usman Abi Quhafah, Abu Bakr Allah ibn Usman Abi Quhafah, 573 to 634, was the senior companion and was through his daughter Aisha. It is the father-in-law of the Islamic Prophet Muhammad, as well as the first Caliph of Islam. He is known with a honorific title as as-Siddiq by Muslims. Abu Bakr became one of the first converts to Islam and extensively contributed his work in support Muhammad's work. He was amongst Muhammad's closest companion, accompanying him on his migration to Medina and being present at a number of his military conflicts, such as the Battle of Badr and Uhud. Following Muhammad's death in 632, Abu Bakr succeeded the leadership of the Muslim community as the first Rashidun Caliph. During his reign, he overcome a number of uprisings. Collectively known as the Riddas, was as the result which is he was able to consolidate and expand the rule of the Muslim states over the entire Arabian Peninsula. He also commanded the initial incursion in the neighboring Sassanian and Byzantine empires, which in the years following his death would eventually result in the Muslim conquest of Persia and the Levant. Abu Bakr dies of illness after 2 years, 2 months and 14 days, the only Rashidun Caliph to die natural causes. And Abu Bakr was solved the problem between Rida group because of certain people of Islam. He also arranged all surah in Al-Quran to combine it. Like the first surah is Al-Fatiha and the final surah is Al-Ikhlas. And all of people not pay a zakat will get a punishment. He be a leader to expanded empire of Islam. And the next slide.
That's your last slide. Moving on to Umar Al-Khattab.
Okay, thank you for Hasnu Hazrin. Now, I would like to present about characteristic the Umar Al-Khattab, second Caliph of Islam. First of his characteristic is consultation. Umar bin Khattab's first leadership style that should be imitated is the pleasure of deliberation. Umar bin Khattab never placed himself in a position of authority, but only a common man with the same position as other members of the council. Umar always instilled the feeling that the other members of the council were teachers who would show the path of goodness through opinion expressed to clarify the truth. Second is national wealth to serve the people. During the leadership of Umar bin Al-Khattab, the state wealth was completely used to serve the people. At that time, Umar built fort and large wall to protect the Muslims. Cities are also developed for the welfare of the people. Umar never thought about taking advantage for personal or family pleasure. Next. Third is upholding freedom. Umar was found to have said to himself not to enslave people because in reality, because are born in free and independent condition. According to Umar, everyone has freedom. Umar was not at all afraid of the freedom of his people because the meaning of freedom according to him was quite simple and universal. And last is ready to listen and accept criticism. A leader must also be ready to listen and accept criticism. This is included in one of Umar bin Khattab's leadership style. There was a time when Umar was involved in a conversation with one of his people. The people were very adamant about their personal opinion to the point that the person repeatedly said, "Fear God," which was addressed to Umar. Okay. Now I would like to give to next presenter.
Mr. Daniel, you may start presenting now.
Okay, thank you, Chu. Okay, my name is Ahmad Hakim. I'm going to present about Uthman bin Affan. First characteristic of Umar bin Affan is generous. Umar bin Affan is always and forever help every Muslim in trouble, minimizing their burdens and assisting them in their limitation and poverty. And weekly, he will release a servant. At whatever cost, he bought a slave from his master and released him to serve his lord. Second is simple life. Uthman bin Affan, a prominent journalist, and might have a lavish lifestyle with a variety of amenities, but he always one of those companies who living was simple. He used his belonging as a tool to show his dedication to Muslim and Islam instead of letting his wealth cause him to lose his heart to the influence of the outside world. Third is live with full suhood. Uthman was frequently held up as a Sufi role model during his Zuhud period. He was not concerned that there could be a gap in Islam that he could fill with the treasure. He most definitely would not be collecting it. And that's all for me, and I'm going to pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. So I will start presenting about Ali bin Abu Talib. His full name is Ali bin Abu Talib bin Abdul Muttalib. He's a descendant of Bani Hisham. Ali bin Abu Talib was a cousin, son-in-law, and a companion of Islamic Prophet Muhammad. He ruled as a fourth Rashidun Caliph from year 656 until his assassination in 661. He was assassinated by Abdul Rahman bin Mujim at the Great Mosque of Kufa. And his place of birth is in Kaaba at Mecca al-Mukarramah. Ali bin Abi Talib is known for his strictness. When Ali took charge of the governments, Uthman governors and collectors were plundering the country without any fears of being questioned by the central governments. Ali's first act was to issue orders of their dismissals. This action was to restore and purify the government of Muhammad Mustafa. Secondly, Ali bin Abi Talib was known for his braveness. He participated in every revolt in the front line, and he is willing to accept the position as a caliph even though he knew the changes and the risks of it. And he worked very hard for the sake of maintaining peace within the Islamic nations. And Ali bin Abi Talib, he also helped Muhammad and regains on the night of the al-Nabi by sleeping in his place. After migrating to Medina, he established a brotherhood pact between Muslims, and Muhammad chooses him as his brother. In Medina, he was the flag bearer in most of the war and became famous for his bravery. And that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's it from us. Thank you very much for all of the